beautiful soul tribe, welcome back to another reading. We're going to be seeing what messages need to come through for you today. I'm going to be using the Sacred Forest Oracle. Already a couple messages from just this oracle deck that we're going into. It says on the front here, 52 cards to open energy portals of a higher dimension. But it's making me think of the eclipse that we've just been, or we are in, gone through, has been. You know, there's been an eclipse and the energies have actually been really quite heavy. So I don't know if you guys, don't know if you feel this way too, but energy portals is the message. You're stepping into and through an energy portal, and there's a lot of messages coming through. Well, specifically to the first one is about this door opening. You know, when a door opens and it's so bright, everything is just blank and it's just white for a second. I really feel like we're in that phase, and Spirit's saying the light's about to adjust. You know, it's almost as if we've been blinded, we've been hit with like quite a big new energy, and it's like it's going to adjust, like your eyes are going to adjust. You're going to be starting to see something appearing in front of you, a new path, a new blessing. It's going to be really magical as well, something really dear to your soul and sacred to your soul. Yeah, this is called the Sacred Forest as well. This is literally something sacred to you in your heart space. And not only that, there's this really weird thing down here that you probably can't see, but do you know what it looks like? It looks like a tea light holder that has shapes cut out of it. And Spirit's putting in my head the fact that it just looks so as is when it is as, you know, when it's not lit up. But if you put a candle in it, then it starts to appear all of these shapes on the walls through the holes of the tea light. And it's like there's something to be seen and found when we're in the dark, because actually it's like a secret kind of code or a message or a puzzle. It's like, you know, when you're in an escape room or something, and you know, you're looking for clues, you're looking for like new discoveries, right? So you're going to make a new discovery, but it's going to come through being in the dark. So maybe it's because the energies are heavier recently, or maybe this is just like brief moments, or there's going to be a time, or there has been a time where you felt a bit lower, you know, you felt more in the dark. Or it could just be that you're in the dark in a situation. You know, it could mean that you feel in the dark when it comes to the steps forward, or it could be that you literally feel in the dark and you haven't been feeling good. Either way, there's something to be found here. And actually, a lot of the time, you know, we really want to hold on to being positive and being at the top. But actually, the biggest, most important lessons come from embracing all aspects of the journey, come from embracing the lows too. Like there's such discovery, there's such wisdom to be found within the shadows. It's only in the shadows we can be in the light, you know. Like most of my most of my most important discoveries, epiphanies, and life-changing shifts of perspective come from me deciding to get back up from the dark. And it's because we get shoved in the dark, and there are things to learn down here. And yeah, it's a really important part of the cycle, but it's also important to remember when you're down there that everything is temporary, that we are down there for a reason. We're not just down there to feel down, we're down there to see, like we're down there to see something that you can't see in the light. There's things in the dark, there's things in our shadow that we can learn and gain wisdom from, like this oak tree here, sacred wisdom that we cannot see in the light. So sometimes it needs to be dark for the stars to shine. You know, we couldn't see the stars if it was light. Yeah, so this in the inside of this box here as well, it says enter a secret dimension to discover the truth of your soul. This is you entering your shadows to discover the truth of your soul. Because at the same time, it's like what is in the light can be seen, and it's only what isn't in the light, in the dark, that isn't seen. It's unknown, and we're here to seek the unknown, here to discover the unknown parts of ourselves. Well, those unknown parts of ourselves are not going to be lying in the light where we can already see and feel. They're going to be in the dark. So it's so necessary yeah, to just let ourselves flow with the energies and let it take us where it wants to go. At the same time, you guys, I just want to remind you that these readings are just for confirmation, because at points at life we feel that we are not where we should be. And my throat chakra got really jagged up then. It wasn't blocked, it was more maybe conflicted. Anyway, yeah, sometimes in life we just feel like we're not where we should be when we always are. And sometimes we feel we're not where we should be because we are aligning where we should be and comparing where we should be at being at a state of a really high vibrational happiness. But at the same time as well, life isn't here to be happy. We're not here to be happy. You know, that's a part of it. But we are here to embrace all aspects of the journey. We are here to learn. We are here to grow, you know? And there is beauty found in the dark. But either way, what we're saying is that these readings are here as confirmation. You know, no one can tell you how to live your life. And you are living it exactly how you should be. Even if you feel down, you're exactly where you should be. If you feel great, you're exactly where you should be. It really doesn't matter. The only thing is, I know it's uncomfortable when we are in the dark, but know that you have courage and that you are strong and that you have been here many times before. You know, there's waves. There are so... Guys, I literally split the deck and it says courage on this card. You have the courage, and this is... No, this... I just need to take a minute because there's too many synchronicities right now. But with this courage card, Aspen Spirit, there is this scary, dingy looking mansion in the background and all these beautiful yellow leaves. And look what we have on the front. Blue butterflies, okay? I've never even noticed that before, but blue butterflies are so significant, you guys. If you're seeing this, like if you're watching this video now, you have blue butterflies on your spirit team. Now, the blue butterflies for me, which I have already made a video about this, if you go on my channel, or maybe I'll link it in the description, about what the blue butterflies like have to play in the role of your life and why they're here. But essentially they're aligning you right now with things in the material realm. So they align you to people who are going to be a big part of your spiritual path, a big part of your healing journey as well. And this could be that you are coming into contact with maybe a friend, or you're coming into contact with a person. Maybe this is a new connection, or maybe this is someone you already know, but it just feels like there's a lot of healing that you're going to do together in a way that maybe you inspire each other to step out your comfort zone. Whoa, maybe you are already there for each other when you were releasing things, or maybe you are both releasing things. There could be something to do with the home here. Maybe you have like shared experiences of you know, how your mind works, or growing up, or relationships, or you know, maybe you're both attracting because you're in the same mindset of adding beauty, adding courage, and trying to change your life for the better, you know, trying to make your life everything that you want it to be, by exploring your own shadows, by having the courage to step out your comfort zone, by having the courage to go where your intuition calls you. You're aligning with these people who are literally in the same frequency, the same mindset. But there is something coming through about a house here as well, a message coming through. If any of you are struggling, or maybe you're worried, or you don't feel comfortable where you are living wise, or maybe some of you feel a bit isolated at points. Maybe it's like the location that you live. Spirit's just saying that the blue butterflies are here, and part of it, if that did resonate, is they're helping you out with this situation specifically. If it's not that, like, they're helping to align things for you, so trust that you are going to be taken care of. If it's not that, there's something about you changing seasons and outgrowing a certain either place or self, outgrowing certain beliefs, outgrowing certain structures, outgrowing certain routines, certain people, and kind of focusing and shifting your energy to a new direction, or to you're having an energetic shift in focus is what it feels like. Scratching, itching, okay. The nose is normally suppressed. There's a lot of suppressed shadow work that's been coming up within the past few months, and you guys have been just really, 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 really going through that with grace, no matter what that looks like. The sun is coming through. That's all I can focus on. And that's like you guys. It's like, you know that all parts of, yeah, you flow with the cycles, but you know that the sun will come back out, and you're probably already starting to see some things, or maybe you have an intuitive hint, or you're gaining hope in some way through inspiration or creativity or passion, or anything that you enjoy, or like we said, stepping out your comfort zone. This could be something to do with your appearance, like you're switching things up, or you're cutting your hair, or you're changing your look, or you're buying something new, or you're redecorating. This is like you're really adding vibrancy, you're adding life, you're adding happiness, you're adding love, and you're adding, it's like this energy of you really doing things for yourself is what I'm trying to get at. It's you doing things for yourself even though it's hard. And that's why I think this is courage, because it takes a lot of courage, mental strength to do that. You guys, you have a very beautiful mental strength in this way, that you will do the things that are best for you, no matter if they're hard and no matter what it takes. At the same time, you know when to be gentle with yourself and when to soothe yourself when you are dealing with your down days, or when you are dealing with processing difficult emotions or past situations or past trauma that comes up. You have a lot of courage, and right now I see you fighting. I see you fighting in a way that you're choosing to do acts of self-care and self-love to honor yourself from this energy of you knowing that's what you deserve. So maybe you've been cutting certain people off, maybe this has been your space, maybe there's like certain habits that you want to pick up because like that's what you deserve, but maybe they're hard to get into or to keep up with, like maybe you're like want to start journaling every day or saying affirmations every day, or maybe you're making it's like just little things like, oh, I'm gonna make it a goal to keep my room tidy every single day, like these little things, and it's like to make you feel good, it's to make positive change for yourself. Maybe some of you, this is like breaking addictions, or actually going and doing some shadow exploring yourself, or some work through journaling, you know what I mean? Maybe some of you, this is like you having had the courage to start to grow hope and beauty in a place that had become dark. Maybe there was some things happen. I'm hearing abandoned. This is like an abandoned house to me. Maybe you guys, you're like regrowing beauty on what was, on what you feel had become hollow or left, maybe there was some ending, or maybe, there was other situations that happened in your life that started to make you feel quite grey, and it's like you're gaining this spark back because there was something you were supposed to see down here at the bottom. And it's not like to go down to, wow, okay. Yeah, so this reading is a beautiful reading. Wow, letting go as well. This reading is a beautiful reading because it's really, really, really strongly about embracing, and how you've been embracing both sides of your journey, the shadow and the light, and appreciation, and seeing the value in both of those as well. Because I know not everyone does, but it's so easy to try and hold on to happiness when we get it in fear that it won't come back. And it's so easy to be in loss and devastation in the dark and the shadows of feeling like you're not going to be able to get to that past self where you did feel good, or but it's the thing is that we're always continually moving, and we're always continually shifting, growing and changing. And as we move through one dark phase, comes another dawn, comes another morning, and each morning is different, and each happiness is different. We don't need to hold on, and you guys know this, but it's like, yeah, each night, each phase where you do not feel good about things, where things happen that knock you down, where you feel dark, when you feel in the depths of despair, okay, each nighttime looks different. Each stars, each wisdom that we gain through the journey looks different. You know, the stars never change, but they do, because we see them in different positions, and you know the vibe. Each dark down point is different, but we learn something different and new from it. And each sunrise and each new day looks different. Sometimes the sunrises are pink, sometimes the sunrises are golden, sometimes it's foggy, you know. But each time the sun comes up, that joy, look, we've got here hummingbird spirit, joy. Each time you guys come back up, and you will, because it's natural, and you will go back down again because it's necessary and to be embraced. And I think, you know, just a personal opinion here, you guys don't have to take this, but I think, you know, through life we're always going to have ups and downs, and it's not about conditioning ourselves to be only in the up, because you know, our life is a beating heart, not a flat line. And if we were always up, well, there would be no balance, because how could we even experience that if there was no down? And I know it's all about our base point, maybe, and you know where our base point is, but it's not about raising your base point. It's not about getting rid of sadness. It's not about that. It's about flowing. It's about flowing with the balance, being at the top of the wheel and embracing the down. And it's also about learning how to feel safe in those lower times. It's about learning to embrace the dark and what we can take from that. You know, recently when I've been in my low phases, I've been trying to channel that into art, into poetry, as a form of expression, and it actually makes me feel good. And yeah, the poems are so depressing, but at the same time, other people can read those and they can feel that pain within it that maybe they're actually feeling and mirroring, and that needs to be released. You see, it's not all about the light, it's too about the dark. But then again, the light always does come back round, and that's what's happening, you guys. You're coming to the end of this dark, and the light is growing back, and it already has started growing back. With these beautiful leaves, I feel like summer's going to be very important for you. Very important. Like big things, big changes, big shifts, foundational shifts are going to happen. New things, like big manifestations are aligning for you come this summer, by the time we get there. So we've got joy and the hummingbird spirit. Hummingbirds could be a synchronicity for you. Blue butterflies. We've got beautiful yellow trees. We've got silver birch trees. This reminds me of a rainforest, actually. But yeah, 222, because we've got the card 22 here too. But yeah, this is about you really coming back to this space of inner peace and joy after discovering and going through this darker period of time, or these highs and lows, or you know, whatever you've been regrowing back from. You are like the winter tree, regrowing its branches, regrowing its leaves, and you are coming into your spring, and you are going to blossom so beautifully in summer. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, look, letting go. You've let go of your leaves way back when, and gone through some shifts, some changes, some shedding of the old, shedding of old selves, shedding of, you know, protecting your energy. Look, you've been facing your shadows, you've been protecting your energy, you've been making healthy choices for yourself when it comes to what you eat, but also, like, just for some of you, because you know, I do get this energy of health in this card. I don't know if it's the dark green and blacks coming through, and then these strawberries. Yeah, there's like strawberries. Oh wow, no, they're mushrooms. Wow, interesting. Yeah, so this could be about your health or your mental health as well. Maybe some of you have been doing like plant medicine healing, or you've been clearing out like toxins within your body or something, for some of you, you know. But you've really been protecting yourself as well, and your energy. Yeah, if it's not that, then it's you've been protecting yourself from toxicity in maybe people that come at you with their shadow side, or relationships or situations or dynamics that just have been hanging around in your energy, but not really. Yeah, there's like something hanging around or just lingering. Maybe something that you've been trying to let go of, or that's something that is dawning on you. Maybe there's something that you are thinking about that's kind of laying within the shadows, that maybe sometimes yeah, maybe this is what sometimes triggers the kind of shadow, like thought reflection, is this person or this situation or this fear or this thought that lingers in the background. And I think that that is a really significant and important part of the shadow journey right now, because it's bringing up triggers from, yeah, this situation is bringing up subconscious triggers of protection. So ways that our ego acts and shifts and changes to protect our energy, to protect ourselves. Maybe you dealt with somebody who was very toxic in the past, or maybe this is a significant connection or relationship. Maybe this was like somebody who had type of leadership energy within the family. Maybe this was a parent, or maybe this was, you know, any type of connection. This could be romantic, this could be friendship, but either way, it's kind of like this slight murky, dense energy that you feel like parts of yourself had to come out and protect yourself. Now, itching my neck, and I feel kind of uncomfortable. And I get that this whole shadow, yeah, this is like healing inner child. Yeah, this has been healing the inner child. Wow, look at that. I just said leadership, stag spirit, because that's what I was looking at, is the stag in the background there. You do have those on your spirit team as well, you guys. But yeah, leadership. This is about you, yeah, taking leadership of your life, taking leadership in the dynamics of your connections as well, and taking leadership in what is best for you and your own healing. But yeah, there's something about something very important that you've been doing, or this thing that's been lingering. It's triggering some extremely important shadow work on your journey. And on the light side of your journey, you've been creating a lot of hope, a lot of optimism, in a way that you're aligning yourself with making choices that honor yourself through self-love and through what you know that you deserve. You guys are also manifesting. Look, you're literally manifesting your dreams. But again, some of you are you're thinking about something. This could be something that you want to manifest. It just seems like your mind's just in another place, thinking about something else. This could be to do with family. This could be to do with solving or bringing a solution to maybe a change or a move that you want to make, or to a certain situation. No, it just feels like you're really zoned out, like there's something you're deep in thought about. And it's a really interesting energy too, because you know, it's like this other otter's cheering him on, he's really happy, but it's like, no, he's really seen something serious out in the woods, and it's completely like flashed him back a couple years to like a certain situation or something. You know, this is what I mean. But you guys are manifesting literal dreams right now with water spirit, all about the imagination. Yes, I think I know what this is on about now as well. Wow, enlightenment. Wow. Okay, two things. This card, manifesting dreams, I think this is about you dreaming and being pushed, through the darkness. You are pushed into creating new dreams, and that is stunning. That is beautiful, because very true. Another good point, why the darkness is valued and needed and wanted is because without the darkness, we would never need or like seek to create new dreams. We would never get lost in our minds of what could be and what we wish would be. You know what I mean? We would never wish and search for what would deeply make us happy if we weren't unhappy. If we're unhappy, it makes us imagine and think about more what would make us happy, and then we start to discover more about ourselves, because we start to learn through experiencing what doesn't make us happy. We start to acknowledge and pinpoint those things that we know would, and then that's how we start manifesting, because you're confirming to your spirit guides and to the universe, I want this, I want this, I don't want this, I don't want that. You know, it's like we're always just constantly learning what we do and don't want, and constantly learning what we do want through what we don't want. Okay, and we're learning that through wanting things, getting there, and seeing if we you know, it's like we're constantly just shifting and growing. Everything is stepping stones. But yeah, you guys are on this path to enlightenment, and living enlightened means whatever it means to you. But to me, it means living through your heart space, living with an awareness, living with love. And no, that doesn't need to be happy all the time. Again, strong focus. We've been told recently, we've been told by spirit, we've been told by the collective, you know, we have been shown that we really need to embrace all sides. And you know, like I said, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm not here to tell you anything. I'm just here to confirm to you that you are in the right place. You're exactly where you should be. You know, you guys, you're manifesting your dreams. You have been protecting yourself. You've protected your energy in the past. You have been facing your shadows. You have been letting go. You have been releasing. You have been making extremely healthy choices for yourself. You have been being honest with yourself. You have been creating new dreams by being shown what you don't want. And yeah, that had to endure some discomfort, but you have been persevering and you have been getting up and you have been doing your best, and that is good enough. And you're always where you should be. You're opening up to this energy of joy. You guys do hold a really beautiful core light frequency within you that is this beautiful being, angelic being, that you do radiate such an energy of love. Even, you know, no matter what you feel like, no matter what you're going through, you radiate this energy of love because it's natural to you. And this is why sometimes you don't notice just how beautiful you are at journeying through your life, at being courageous, you know, because a lot of the time it can feel like, you know, where we always have to have such a pressure, not always, but there is this pressure that comes from spirit in energy, like in the energetic cycles, from the outside situations. We're being put resistance, you know, we're put resistance in places to shift our focus onto other places. So sometimes it can just feel like very pressure because it's like this constant culminating and alchemization of them giving us energies to make us realize new things, to shift into new directions, to, you know, go along our journey. But living enlightened, circling back around, to me is living with love and living with awareness, and is really living in acceptance. Acceptance for all that is and all that will be, because, you know, we really can't control life. And the more we just surrender and the more we trust, and surrendering gets so much more easier with trust. Trust in yourself, or whatever you believe in, if that's universe, if that's spirit, if that's just in yourself. It's gaining this trust that you are capable, that just one foot after the other, you will make it to where you need to be, that you will manifest your dreams, okay, that you are doing a beautiful job, that you're never regressing. And when you do regress, you regress to progress. We only, you know, regression is progression, because in this life, when we're journeying around, it's like we go through these cycles, but the cycles is a spiral, and there's always going to be points in that spiral where you're on the next level, but you cross over that path just above the other, and it can feel like we're in the same place. It's like we always cycle back round. We're always cycling back round, but in new ways. So yeah, strength is where we're leaving it, and this is literally the picture on the front of the deck. So I'm glad that we analyzed that earlier on, because yeah, that was, I didn't even know this one was in there as strength, but strength and refuge as well. Don't be afraid to take some time to rest. Don't be afraid to go crazy, explore the mind, go hermit mode. Just go hermit mode, read books, you're lost in this world, get lost in a dream of imagination, get lost in creating that hope and envisioning that, because that's what's opening up for you. That is literally what is opening up for you, because of your strength to have courage to dream. You have this strength to still dream for more, even when you can't see the way forward, even when you don't know how something's going to happen, because you know that there's more, because you believe, and you believe in yourself. And so you keep this patience because you have such a wisdom to you, because you are walking down a path to enlightenment. And that's not a goal, that's not a destination, it is the journey. It's how we live along our journey, and it's how we live along the journey towards ourselves when we are feeling down, when we make mistakes. You know, how do we treat ourselves? How are we speaking to ourselves when we're doing the best, and yet sometimes we tell ourselves the best isn't apparently enough, because maybe it's not enough for the outside. But we need to be that one to stand up for ourselves and know that we are always doing our best, no matter what that looks like. We're okay exactly where we need to be, no matter what other people are telling us. Okay? Especially if you have been struggling, you don't, this is your path, this is your journey. And in fact, sometimes, the dark night of the soul, like sometimes we go through these things to create strength, like the flower growing through the dirt. Everyone needs to be planted, and new flowers are growing in your garden. So new parts of yourself have felt under the mud, that have felt in the darkness. Well, they are coming up to the light. I just shuffled, so I couldn't get that. But they are coming up to the light. Look, they're healing. You're coming out of this phase, this winter, and you're being awoken to this beautiful warm energy of summer. And like I said, this isn't the goal. This isn't where we're trying to get to. It's embracing all aspects, because actually, I think these can coexist together. Wow, enlightenment bottom deck. Yeah, these energies is all about coexistence. I think if we're going to be speaking about enlightenment, let's just say coexistence and enlightenment is about experiencing life as a whole. It's about experiencing life through, no, not through separation, through wholeness. Separation is good or bad. Separation is, happy or sad. But we can feel things all at once. We can feel loss and sorrow for the things that we are grieving, as well as at the same time feeling happy for the things that are happening at that time. It's about looking at both sides, not just one or the other, not just looking at just the good things that are going on in your life, and not just looking at just the bad things, but looking at both and trying to feel both all at once, because that is the balance. Because there's always good and there's always bad. And when those good things are good and the bad things are bad, there's going to be other areas of your life, then they shift and they flip around. But it's about just feeling them, feeling everything all at once, because everything is constantly in balance and flow and changing. So yeah, it's about feeling this energy of coexistence, this energy of wholeness, this energy of one, life as one. So yeah, like I said, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, you guys, because you clearly already know. You clearly already know. Look at you with your glowing heart chakra. Look at you in the temple of forest enlightenment. Look at you opening new doors, gaining new opportunities, especially to fill your heart. Like, this can be friendships, this can be heart chakra opportunities, but also solar plexus, and there's a lot of gold energy coming through. So abundance, this does involve the material realm as well. And I'm not surprised, because you had the blue butterflies and they are all up in your grill for material world manifestations, material world alignment. So yeah, this is you embodying that bad energy, light, the dark, the powerful, the gentle, the moving, the stuck. You are all things all at once, and your life is all things all at once. Always. So you are an eclectic soul. Yep, and that is the truth. You know the truth? Raven spirit, wow. Ravens or crows, if you see them, they're significant for you. The synchronicities, it's spirit saying that they're with you. It's spirit sending you a synchronicity to say they are watching you, that they are protecting you, that they are guiding you, and always bringing to light the truth to you and new truths. And again, same energy in this girl as I got from the last one. Such a balance of light and dark, She looks mysterious, she looks dark, she looks scary in a way because her dress is all blood red, but at the same time she's poised, she's elegant, she looks secure, she looks confident, like you guys are the balance, you guys are coexistence of light and dark, and you guys are also going to be very successful, especially with whatever you're dabbling in, stepping into the waters in. Maybe it's something you've started doing recently, or maybe there's something you're passionate about that you feel is yet to take off. That's going to be successful. And also something about the moon cycles with that as well. But yeah, you could be getting new inspiration, dipping your toes in the water, out of your comfort zone. Yeah, you could be stepping out of your comfort zone in some way, learning something new, doing something different, or maybe you're putting something out there into the world finally. I said finally, so maybe you've been waiting to do something. Yeah, and this is creating a lot of hope. You're going to get a lot of hope created actually soon by some kind of success that you're going to have, and it's going to be seen as and feel like success to you. So this success isn't a cookie cutter thing. This is something that will make you feel successful, because it's either something that you have been imagining, dreaming, that you're passionate about, or, you know, this could be just some type of good movement forward, recognition or award for something. It can also be an achievement, an accomplishment in something as well that you'll be experiencing or that you are. And this could be moving you on to the next level, to the next phase, the next cycle. So yeah, you guys, I love you all so much, and I will speak to you all again soon.